Did a video and keep cutting off. I think this is, yeah, I just love it. I'm enjoying these, computer things. All the apps now, they, oh God, oh Alhamdulillah, Barakallah fikum. Anyway, I'm gonna repeat myself. I'm good at that. I know how to repeat myself very well. Um, لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. You know, after this call that I made a video early about the conversation with my ex-wife Jennifer, and about Suzanne wants to get, and Missy, they will give her, the financial support and everything else to be, you know, raise her. And I explained to her that this is not right. Now, let me tell you from the beginning, and let me repeat it. I hope I can state it really, civil and without offending anybody. This has all happened because of money, 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 and of course, hate of somebody that try to to enforce some morals or bring some beautiful things to people's lives. And I'm not saying that I am the best, but I always try to do some good for everyone, everyone. And I ain't gonna wait for no reward from anybody here, because I know consciously that Alhamdulillah I've been Allah, I've been, you know, I have taqwa. I have taqwa, and I don't really deal to please any of human beings. It doesn't matter who they are, because I live for my creed. You know, La ilaha illallah. Now, what I was saying, and this is facts. It's not some that I'm seeing things, or I'm confused, or I'm depressed, or I'm Middle Eastern, carrying my luggage on my shoulder and say, oh well, poor me, they did that and did that. No, no, that's not. Because all of this, I enjoy the ride, fellas and fellas. Really, I did. Alhamdulillah, everything was perfectly okay. It's life. It's life, and it taught me and it made me the person I am today. Alhamdulillah, ala kulli shay. Now, it is a responsibility for me to stand up and to point that, because the people are paying the price are the children. It's not Jennifer, it's not Danielle, it's not it's not Ron Pierce or myself or anybody. No, the children are the one. We're committing crimes against children. Basically, that's what it is. We're victimizing our children. That's it. And the system, it's perfectly okay with that. Okay, that my children were taken from here on January 14, 2009, and Jennifer flew over here after, of course, it was a preparation for all of this and communication with Hannah and everybody else, and they came and he said, oh well, he's going to, because I stood up and I said, when I filed a complaint against Fairway Ford, initially it was against Ken Avilas that work for Fairway Ford, because I'm a loyal guy and they didn't want to but anyway, and I said that I make that statement that I am going to take the money and give it to the children of Gaza Strip, deliver them a money bag. I said, not to give it to any institute or organization or .com or .org or whatever, or steal the children or what have you. No. So, and that was it. That was it. Everything happened from now on. Even when I went to the, 740 or 7 whatever, evaluation, psychiatric evaluation, the Dr. Miller, Amy Miller, I remember you, I remember everybody. Asking me specifically, oh, did you file a complaint against your boss, Mr. Fairway Ford? Of course. I said, why? That has anything to do with the outcome of the evaluation? I said, oh, no, it didn't. And I gave her documentation, that much. and I have Matthew in a wagon. Anyway, taking care of my son. Anyway, so everything was done back then. Everybody knew what they were doing. It wasn't done. No, it wasn't. It was not done randomly. It was everything was orchestrated, organized, planned, and carried out in a very professional way. All right, and everybody was concerned about Chin Chin and also the hate that they have to to people that they stand up and say, hey, what you're doing is haram, is not good. Taqillah, fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That pisses them off. It makes them angry, and they wanted to go after you and see you. Anyway, so everybody participated, and I remember when Hannah was getting on that license plate Arizona. It was a rental car, and so my daughter was driving it. Mona was driving that car, and a police officer, potential police officer, I remember his name, God rest his soul, plus his soul, he passed. Everything was exactly no, and everybody was looking like, oh, what's he talking about? Okay, now the child support that I was getting, it was collected when I was in jail by somebody else under my social security number. And when I went to the county and I told them that this is, I haven't been, well, it's you showed the money anyway. It doesn't matter who get it. And they don't call that fraud. No, that's okay because it's Muhammad Shaban. Let's get the money. Now, well, the children was flown back, in June of, took for a few months to get everything all wrapped and pay the lawyers and pay the Dr. Amy and pay, and everybody scores. Muhammad Shaban, when the egg بتكتر سكاكينه, when the pole falls, a lot of knives become valuable. But anyway, that's okay. It's all right because, like I said, I have not, I'm okay. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah ala kulli shay. Wallah. Now, when they went there, the other person, that she also was concerned about her little children and the safety of their little children with the terrorists and so on and so forth. And Captain America came and beat me up and tased me and put me in jail, and I was under antidepressant. But it's just the whole thing, happened. That everybody was motivated and working very hard and very sincere about their cause because now. Signature was done for more credit other money when I was spending time with the homies. Everything was fraudulent. Everything was fraud. Everything was no good. Everything, and the federal government knew all of this. They have everything in their hand, and yet they still asking me what happened and who did what. And if you don't reply within 7 days, 7 hours, 7 seconds. 7 minutes and 7 seconds and a half, we know that you are not interested. Who did what? Give us a name. It's unbelievable. It's the same thing. I've been hearing it and getting these nice letters. I have too many of them. You see, I got documentation everywhere. And I lost them many times because I've been moving, I don't remember, 25 times or 30 times in the last few years. From under one freeway to the other, from the park to the shelter to the curb to the anywhere, because it's California. You can camp anytime, anywhere. You can eat. If you're homeless, you get fat because everybody wants to feed you. Okay, so all of these done. Come on, man. Leave the emotional side, and let's talk about economics 101. Everything is done because of the mighty dollar. Everybody, and then the reason is the events that took place. Let's recall everything and say it like I am saying here. Just let's recall everything and bring it to the attention and get a pencil and a piece of paper and write you know, 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 2 is 4. You know, do the math. Do the math. All right? Now, Hannah was kicked out when she's 14 or under because, you know, there is no money. You know, all the money has been spent because they don't deserve the inheritance. They are, you know, that's what people do. That's what people do. And now they took them. Now she wants to dump her hair to Messi because Suzanne doesn't want to pay. Suzanne, you know, no, that this is not her responsibility. And I stated that. I said, well, we can come back to Baba. That everybody's taking the money in their names, and now nobody wants to take, you know, everybody is just kicking them out. From here to Aunt Victoria, from Aunt Victoria to Aunt Missy, from Aunt Missy to some find her a boyfriend to take care of her. It's okay, she's 14, 15 or 16. She's going to be unbelievable, unbelievable. This is the crimes that they commit against the children. And still, arrogancy. And the government will be careless. Trust me, the FBI or whoever they are, the Department of Injustice, and nobody, you know, he's just sitting there. Oh, okay. What happened? Oh, they kidnapped. Oh, yeah, you're crazy. Are you? What's your name? Muhammad Shabani saying that this nice white American people kidnap your children and you are the terrorist. It's unbelievable, unbelievable. You know, fraud and everything else. Cars for pennies that they got nothing. They spend. I don't know. It doesn't show that anybody has anything so far. What they do with the cars and all this money and all these things, and the stepdad is standing there and say, "Oh well, we're not gonna pay. I'm not gonna pay for your college education." Have the young man cry in tears. And tell them, oh, well, I'm jealous because I can't have children, and this guy has all these punks, thieves, criminals, committing every crime to embezzle money and to fraud the federal government and the state. Oh, well, it's okay because the state and the federal government are frauding people, so it's okay. Everybody frauding everybody. And then they say, oh, Muhammad Shaban is the bad one. He's the one that committed all these crimes because he stood up and said, I'm going to take this money and deliver the money back to the Gaza's children, the Gaza Strip children, that they were getting bombed in a bombing campaign by the Zionist criminal organization that the United States and the Great Britain formed in 1906. Unbelievable, the promised land. Anyway, that's it. I just wanted to say that. So everybody, please, you know, I'll pay you. Just let them go. I'll pay you how much you want for each head. I'll pay you. I'll write you a check. Good one. But I get you green. Anyway, I just wanted to make it clear, you know. Drop all that, you know, all that movie stuff, Hollywood stuff, and we love you, and not without my daughter, and you know, kidnapping, and Arabic men, or they let the woman walk behind them, and you want to marry. Well, you can't, you know, all this Hollywood stuff. You know, let's just be real, okay? Okay, thank you. That's all. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.